to share with you what's coming in the February Simply Earth essential oil recipe box. So if you're not familiar with Simply Earth, they are an essential oil company that you can buy essential oils for a lower cost off their website, but they also do a recipe box each month. So for $39, you can purchase a monthly essential oil box. It comes with 4 essential oils plus supplies to make different recipes and then the recipes for how to do it. Each month is a theme. So this month is focused on natural makeup products for the most part. Last month they had some like New Year, New Use pampering products. They've done other stuff. So I've done unboxings for other boxes. If you want to check that out, I have a playlist linked here. If you sign up with the code AnyaMarieFree, you can also get a bonus box which has a bunch of stuff to help you make recipes. So it comes with some of the starter oils like coconut oil or almond oil. It comes with extra containers to make things, so like roll-on containers and things like that, little pots and jars and things like that. And then you can also get a $20 gift code that they will email to you within 24 to 48 hours after you sign up for the box that you can then use on their site. So if you use my code, you can do that. I will also leave my referral link down below if you'd like to use it. You don't have to, but it helps me out if you want to. I'm going to go through with you guys what you get in this month's recipe box and share with you guys some of the recipes that they are including in this box. So first off, I'll start with the 4 oils they're including this month. First they have copaiba. I don't know for sure if that's how you pronounce it. This is not one that I've heard of before. This one is supposed to smell along the lines of warm honey. Next they have Beauty Within, which I really like. This smells similar to another oil that I've tried recently, but this one is supposed to be myrrh, frankincense, rosemary, and lavender essential oil. And so this one you can use 2 drops of it with a carrier oil as a beautifier. Then they also have geranium, which is like a floral smell, obviously. And then they have coffee, which, like it sounds, smells like brewed coffee. And this one's smaller than the others, but it is very intense, so you probably don't need as much of that one as you might use some of the other ones for. Then they have a lot of little pots this month because the recipes are for natural makeup products. They have 4 of like these little eyeshadow pots because they're showing you how to make lip, cheeks, and eye tints and things like that. And then there's 2 of these little metal containers. And then they also sent several like natural tints here. So there is a cranberry powder, a beetroot powder, and an arrowroot powder. And then as always, they always include the recipes within the box. So I've got the recipes here. And then they always include these cute little stickers that you can cut out and you can put onto the containers that you use, so you know what they are. For this one, they have like a golden brown natural eyeshadow, mauve natural eyeshadow, light brown natural eyeshadow, and pale pink natural eyeshadow sticker. And then they have like the cheek tint and lip gloss ones. So those are for the bigger ones. These are for the littler ones. But I think it's always helpful to have those. Otherwise, they just have like natural eyeshadow labels because these are specific colors, but you might just do different colors depending on how you're doing it. And then they always come with the cards that are the recipe cards. It talks about on this one, next month's theme is wellness. So if you're into that, March's recipe box will be about wellness. But they really are encouraging the natural makeup because it is more clear what's in it. You know the products that are in it instead of like other types of makeup that you're not really sure what's going into it. So if that's something you're into, I would highly recommend this month's box. So for the recipes this month, first they have a roll-on, and a lot of times, most of the last few boxes have had a roll-on of some sort, but this is the Empowerment roll-on. So this one's supposed to have the geranium essential oil, copaiba essential oil, and coffee essential oil. Then you mix it with almond oil and you put it into a roll-on bottle, and then you can roll it on, and it's supposed to help with stress relief and feelings of empowerment if you put it on your pulse points. Then they have one for a diffuser blend for Good Morning Beautiful diffuser blend. So this one is just coffee essential oil and the Beauty Within essential oil. You mix those together and you can put them into a diffuser. That makes sense because the coffee scent would make a really great like wake up scent. I love the smell of coffee, but I don't like the taste of it, so this is perfect for me. These other 4 items are for the natural makeup products. So the first one is the moisturizing tinted lip gloss. So for this one, you need the beetroot powder, almond oil, coconut oil, beeswax. So the almond oil, coconut oil, and beeswax all come in the bonus box if you order through that Anya Marie free code. And then you also need the Beauty Within essential oil and the geranium essential oil, and then you'll put them in this tin here. So this one requires a double boiler or a jar, and you put it in water. You heat the beetroot powder, almond oil, and coconut oil together for a while. You strain the oil into a clean bowl or jar, and then you add the beeswax, You take it off the stovetop and then you mix in the color so that you get the color that you want. If you want a darker tint, then you keep the color in longer, you infuse it longer, and that creates a bolder color. So it's kind of nice that with these you get the option of how intense you want the color to be based on how much you use or how intense or how long you incorporate it. Then there's a cheek tint, and this one I'm really intrigued by because I like cream products. I like tints like that for my cheeks. I have one that's like a not natural one, obviously, but this one is interesting to me. So this one is the coconut oil and almond oil you include, and then the cranberry powder, which is more of like a naturally color. Then you can add beetroot powder as well, beeswax, essential oil blend, and then you put it in the tin. Again, this requires a double boiler or a jar resting in water. Melt the coconut oil, you stir in the almond oil and cranberry powder and beetroot powder. You let it stand and heat for an hour so you can infuse the oil. Both of these, this one and the lip gloss one, seem that you want to like run the product through like cheesecloth or some sort of a fine mesh so that the powder doesn't go through with it, because it gets grainy if it does. So that's what it's talking about, like in the infusing that I mentioned, like if you infuse it longer, then it'll be a brighter color. And they say this one you can use on your lips and cheeks for both. I assume that depending on how much color you want, you can adapt that based on how much you include of the beet and the cranberry root. And then they have 2 different recipes for natural eyeshadow. So they have a very specific recipe for specific colors here. So you start out with the coconut oil and the arrowroot powder for this one. And then if you want the pale pink color, you would mix in the beetroot powder and a little bit of cocoa powder. If you want a mauve color, you would mix in allspice and cocoa powder. Those are the spices in this one are not ones that are included, so you would either need to have them or you would need to go get them so you can have them. So the mauve one has allspice, beetroot powder, and cocoa powder. The light brown has just cocoa powder, and the golden brown would have nutmeg and turmeric. So for these, you mix the color, and then you melt the coconut oil, you add it to the mixture, and then you press it into the eyeshadow container, and then you use your finger or a brush as necessary. So this one's more of like a cream eyeshadow, it seems like. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's how it seems to be described anyway. I assume if it has coconut oil in, that's what it would be. And then you can also mix and match your own eyeshadow color. So you would make it in the same way, but then you would get to change the colors based on the spices and the ingredients that you include in the colors instead. And same thing. So you have 4 eyeshadow things like this that you can play around with to use. So I'm intrigued with that one. I like cream eyeshadows and I don't have a ton of them anymore. I decluttered a ton because they were ones that were really, really old. So this is something that would be fun to try out and mix and match. I think this would be like a really fun get together thing to do with friends. Like you could go through and decide what are some colors you would want to make. So if that's something that you're interested in, like your friends, and you could experiment with different colors based on the ingredients that you guys have and what you'd like to make. So I think that would be really fun. But this month's box is super interesting. It's a lot of really beauty focused products. So if you're really into natural beauty products, this would be right up your alley. If you guys are interested in checking out, again, I will leave that referral link and the code Anya Marie free down below if you want to use them. Remember that the code gets you a bonus box and a $20 gift certificate to their website that gets emailed to you after a little bit. And then you get all of this stuff in your February box if you sign up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about Simply Earth, let me know that in the comments down below. They send me these boxes, but I love these products. I think it's so fun to try out these different recipes that they have, and it's nice that they come with most of the supplies you need to create this stuff so that you actually can try them out, because otherwise most of these things are things that I wouldn't go out of my way to go buy separate pieces. But now that I have them, I'm really excited to try them out and try out those eyeshadows and try out those cheek products and lip products just as something different and a more natural way to go about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.